The country foreign reserve, which stood at $38.07 billion at the end of 2019, fell to $34.9 billion at the end of the first quarter of 2020. To make forex available to operators in the economy, the Central Bank of Nigeria sold forex from the country's foreign reserve to achieve stability of the exchange rate and provide liquidity despite the low revenue from oil sales. The depletion in external reserve was driven by FX sales to borrow the change operators and import and export window, as well as dwindling oil receipt. Welcome to TV and Business Daily. I am Chiwendu Osisiago, and today we shall be discussing on the impact of accumulating foreign reserve on economic growth in Nigeria. And first of all, before we proceed with our discussion, let's look at what is happening in the business world. Stay with us. My name is Chiwendu Osisiago, presenter of Television Nigerian Business Daily. In a globalizing world, ours is to keep you engaged, informed, and educated on contemporary happenings in the business world. We therefore command a special audience of business-minded viewers who are eager to know more about business. I mean, your business. Why don't you take advantage of our special affordable offer to let the world know about your concepts, your goods, and of course, your services? You can call us on 080-3071-6959 or 070-3234-9054. You can also visit us at Television Nigerian in Guzapi, Abuja, and follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, on Twitter at Television Nigerian. Your business is our concern. The total asset of bank rose to 42.2 trillion naira as of the end of February 2020. A member of the Monetary Policy Committee, Dr. Rafidadi Sanusi, disclosed this in his presentation during the last MPC meeting of the Central Bank of Nigeria. He said the total assets of the industry have grown from 38.57 trillion naira in November 2019 to 42.89 trillion naira in February 2020. Sanusi, an associate professor of economics at the Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, also spoke on other developments in the banking industry in his personal statement released by the Apex Bank on Wednesday. He noted that the introduction of the loan to deposit ratio policy made the total credits to increase by 2.35 trillion naira between end of May 2019 and March 17, 2020. The Association of Bureau de Change Operators of Nigeria has warned its members and forex speculators, putting pressure on the naira to stop the practice of risks losing their money. This came as the dollar was on Wednesday exchanged for 461 naira on the parallel market. President Abcom Alhaji Aminu Gwabade said on Wednesday in Lagos that the Central Bank of Nigerian licensed Bureau de Change would soon start full operations as the Apex Bank was set to reopen dollar sales to operators. According to him, with the CBN's planned lifting of suspension on dollar sales to the BDC's reopening of the airport for air travels and global ease of restrictions of movement, there are indications that dollar flow to the economy will soon improve. The recent reduction in the ex-depot price of petrol by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation was to keep the oil firm competitive following the commencement of petrol import by private marketers, industry operators said on Wednesday. It was learned that the corporation had abundant stock and had to crash its ex-depot price in order not to lose its customers as more dealers began the importation of petrol. It was reported on Wednesday that the Petroleum Products Pricing Regulatory Agency had issued permits to private marketers to join the NNPC in the importation of petrol. Officials at the Abuja headquarters of PPPRA and oil marketers said the national oil firm decided to cut down its ex-depot price because the cost of petrol might crash once the product of all the marketers begin to hit the market. The Nigerian equity market on Wednesday maintained positive sentiments for the third trading section as key market performance measure NSE all-share index and market capitalization further grew by 1.03% each. The market price closed positive as number of gainers at the close of trading section was 37 while decliners closed at only 5. Consequently, the all-share index rose by 249.36 basic points or 1.03% to close at 24,000. 452.32 index points as against 24.202.87 recorded the previous day, while market capitalization of equities appreciated by 130 billion naira or 1.03% to close higher at 12.743 trillion naira from 12.613 trillion naira as market sentiment gained on the green territory. Banking subsector boosted up by the activities in the shares of GTB PLC and EcoBank PLC followed with a turnover of 58.24 million shares in 658 deals. And that's the business update on Television Nigerian. I am Chiwendu Osisiago. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back shortly.
My name is Chiwendu Osisiago, presenter of Television Nigerian Business Daily. In a globalizing world, ours is to keep you engaged, informed, and educated on contemporary happenings in the business world. We therefore command a special audience of business-minded viewers who are eager to know more about business. I mean, your business. Why don't you take advantage of our special affordable offer to let the world know about your concepts, your goods, and of course, your services? You can call us on 080-3071-6959 or 070-3234-9054. You can also visit us at Television Nigerian in Guzapi, Abuja, and follow us on all the social media handles on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, on Twitter at Television Nigerian. Your business is our concern.
Thanks for joining us again, and in case you're just joining us, it's TVN Business Daily. Like I said earlier, we shall be discussing on the impact of accumulating foreign reserve on economic growth in Nigeria. My guest is here in the studio. She's an entrepreneur and also a business consultant, Miss Joy Okorie. Welcome to TVN Business.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, now speaking on the strength of the Naira, how do you think this COVID-19 has actually impacted the strength of the Naira now in Nigeria?
Well, thanks again for having me here. COVID-19 has actually done well. Not really thank God, but then thank God something happened for us to know that we can do so many and do a lot with what we have here. And our Naira can actually grow without any help from anybody. Anybody meaning any help from any country. So far so good. We've learned to do a lot of things, to produce a lot of things that we thought basically we could not do before now. But with the pandemic and what is happening, we've actually seen that 90 or if not 100% of what is being imported can actually be produced in Nigeria, which is also boosting our economy and making our economy grow beyond our imagination here in Nigeria. So I think COVID-19 pandemic has actually helped a lot in developing and in boosting Nigerian economy. So far so good.
Okay, now the exchange of the Naira now, how do you think that we can actually survive in this period about the COVID-19 pandemic?
Wow, exchange of Naira. All right, in that case, dollar so far so good has not been in Nigeria for like 2-3 months or thereabouts, and our dollar, which is 1,000 naira, is helping a lot. Before now, when you go to the market with 1,000 naira, I don't think if you can buy something less than 2 or more than 2. But then we have seen that without dollars, our own dollar, which is 1,000 naira, can as well go higher, after which we would okay, let's use it this way. Being that we're producing things in our country, Naira has gone up a bit, in the sense that with a 1,000 naira, you can as well buy things for let's say 2, 3, 5.
Like the way it used to be,
the way
before.
it used to be before.
Yeah, okay.
And people, or we the Nigerians, have seen that we can actually survive without dollars in Nigeria. Because if you don't grow your economy, bet you other people's economy will make or bring down your own economy, and you won't see it. You won't see it. But now, thank God, we are all saying, oh, really? So our money is really important.
Yeah.
Our money is really big, So I think dollar really has nothing to do with corona, whatever. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But then our government should also help us, okay, in the sense that with our naira, things should be a bit cheaper or less than, because I noticed that when dollar was in Nigeria, like growing from 4 something to 5 something, 3 something, things were expensive, very expensive. But now you could go to market and something they sell for 400, it's around 300, 3 something, 200, and so we could actually say that yes, our money is becoming valuable to us, unlike when there was dollar in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, has the depletion of the foreign reserve made it worse in any way?
No.
Why?
I said no because, okay, when they import food or some other materials we use here in Nigeria, it wasn't really easy for people, the low class, to access, right? Food was expensive, clothes were expensive, people who sell okay too were putting prices. If you talk, they'll tell you dollar is high, dollar is this, dollar is that. But now nobody's talking about dollar. You can buy clothes 500, 1,000 for the low class. And food is easy to access. We farm our farm crops from different states is a bit enough, if not enough, kind of enough for everybody to access. We don't have issues with foreign exchange marketing, though it's in the other way around. Yes, it is. Why? Because of those people who have businesses running outside the country, who also pay tithe and all that. But then I just feel in my own way that it has nothing to do with what is going on here in Nigeria.
Okay, let's just divert a bit. Okay, as a business consultant, a lot of people have actually lost their job due to the COVID-19 pandemic now in the country. So how would you advise a person who intends to start up a business?
Okay, in Nigeria, I know that with your 1,000 naira, you can start up a business. Let me tell you, let me divert a little bit to myself.
Okay.
I used to be this girl who works somewhere. As a young girl after school, I was like, okay, since there's no job, let me work with a restaurant, which I won't mention the name here. It got to a stage, it wasn't working out well the way I thought. And I came back home. I wasn't saving money because I felt I was saving money every day, so I wasn't saving anything. Not until I had issues with my employee, and she was like, I don't need you here, you just get out, da 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 da. I came back home, I sat down, I cried. I was like, God, no. Okay, 2 weeks down the line, I called a friend. I was like, I'm looking for a job. She looked at me, she said, you know what, you're just a crazy human being. How will you be looking for a job when you tell people what to do and they do it, it works out well for them? I said, I don't have money. She said, hey, you don't have money. How much do you have in your account? I said, I think I have like 20,000 or so. She said, with 5,000 naira, you can start up something. How? She said, go and sit down. Think. The way you think and talk to people, the way you booked up things to tell people, okay, when you do this, you can start up this with this amount. You do that for yourself. And I came back home. I was like, okay, what will I do? I started selling granules. Granules. And I went to the market. Per measure is 800. I bought for 3,000. Came back home. I peeled the granules, bought leaders, tied them, bottled some, and in front of my house, just put a table.
I kept it in front.
Kept it in front of my gate. I put someone and a little child. I said, anybody that wants to buy anything, come and call me.
Inside?
Inside. And I started selling for 50, 15 naira, 20 naira. Before you know it, I started buying sugars to tie. I bought per measure, I think for 900 or thereabouts. I bought 3. I tied 15 naira, 20 naira. Do you know, within 1 week,
as I tell you, that business is actually very
very good. I was like, wow, so this is it, and I've been wasting my time going to work. By the end of the month, I'm being given 20,000, at most 25,000.
And after the 20,000, you have to spend all your
transport, food,
feeding,
name it. And I just said, please, from today henceforth,
it's not what
work, hold your peace. I am here, right? And to God be the glory. I have like 2 shops, people, and I'm like, wow. Okay, now for people who say there's no work at home, there's no this, I'm just sitting here, I graduate, excuse me, you can sell water in front of your house. Yes.
People are looking at water, but probably water is too small.
It is not.
Yeah, they graduated from a very high station. So
they
want, a lot of people have that mentality,
You're a graduate.
Yeah.
Your head. You're not a graduate. In your pocket.
Yeah.
You can come meet me and babe, what's up now? Please, can I have like 200 naira for what? Please, I'm a businesswoman. You go do something. I will give it 200 today. You come tomorrow. I'll be like, I don't really have 200, but I have 100 naira. I'm giving you a space. Why? Because I won't be doing business and you're coming to collect. You start up something. You need 200 naira for food, but you're holding a phone of 100 and something thousand. Go sell your phone and start up something. You can buy a smaller phone, start up a little business. Sachet water. Wow, I've not seen a business that gives money like sachet water. This 10 naira, they sell. Yeah. You can buy and become a retailer. You can buy and supply to people. You can go hire a truck or something. You could supply to people. You could sell eggs. You could sell bread. You could sell, I'm not talking about
things that people consume every day.
Every day. I'm not saying you should go and look for 3-point-something million to start up a business. No. With your 1,000 naira, you can go buy 12 bags of water, sell to people, tell your neighbors, sorry, let me come down to layman language. And brother, I beg, I dey sell water. In case you want water, I get cold water inside house, 10 naira. Simple. Now this brother will come. Mommy Ada, Sister Chinwe, please, I want water. Bros, where you get this kind of water from now? Now business has started. Gradually, people will get to know that you're selling this, and this. You know how to make local drinks. Something like tiger nut drink, zobo drink, popularly known. You could do something business is actually good.
Yeah, a lot of business. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, is the impact of these illegal forex operators that's significant in Nigeria now?
I don't think so.
Why?
Okay, anything illegal, I don't buy the idea.
Yeah.
Right, I prefer it when it's legal.
Okay.
It's on a mutual agreement. You can smuggle in bananas and tell me to buy. Now, when I know it's been smuggled, I'm not going to buy. Why? Because the owner might run after you, and you won't be able to bail yourself. The troubles could be on me, and that is what people don't really look at before going into some kind of certain businesses or some kind of things. I could be a good business lady or woman, and people don't really know the source. It could be that I'll go to the government house, pick some materials, come and display it in my place of sales or something, and you come, oh wow, you have this, you have that. But the day I'm being caught, I might not be there, but you that is being seen with could be the one they will hold, and it will be a good story to tell, right? So I don't think if the illegal business or illegal foreign what is
illegal
it called?
forex operators.
Illegal forex operators have been significant in Nigeria. I don't think so.
Okay, now let's just take a quick break, and then after the break we'll continue. Stay with us.
Presenter Television Nigerian Business Daily. In a globalizing world, ours is to keep you engaged, informed, and educated on contemporary happenings in the business world. We therefore command a special audience of business-minded viewers who are eager to know more about business. I mean, your business. Why don't you take advantage of our special affordable offer to let the world know about your concepts, your goods, and of course, your services? You can call us on 080-3071-6959 or 070-3234-9054. You can also visit us at Television Nigerian in Guzapi, Abuja, and follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, on Twitter at Television Nigerian. Your business is our concern.
Thanks for joining us again, and in case you're just joining us, it's TTV and Business Daily. Like I said earlier, we've been discussing on the impact of accumulating foreign reserve and economic growth in Nigeria. And of course, my guest is here in the studio who's been discussing with us. She's also a business consultant, Ms. Joy Okorie. Okay, my next question for you right now is that what exactly can CBN do to curb the rate of devaluation? You're trying to place it, right? Yeah. What exactly you can do?
Now, what's the word? I want a suitable English. I don't want to.
You just say anything. Just say.
Okay. First of all, they should. They should work with our Bank of Industry, right?
Okay.
Now, we have so many banks of industry in Nigeria, which I don't know how many is functionable or functioning right now. With the Bank of Industry and the CBN working hand in hand, I think they can reduce the level of doing nothing. Right now it's not easy. Excuse me. It's not easy for me to work into Bank of Industry and say, I have a business plan. This is it. I want to do this, that. And they'll look at me and say, okay, we have money to give you. Here, do your business and return the money, right? But rather, when you go in there, they'll first of all look at you from head to toe. And they'll be like, come tomorrow, come next tomorrow. And it will get to a point you just get angry and be like, I'm tired, I'm not going again, So with Bank of Industry, Bank of Agriculture, and the CBN working hand in hand to give loans, to support businesses, to give out little cash for people to start up businesses, and with a good business plan, not just anyhow business plan, right? You could submit a very good business plan after they've gone through it and they know that, okay, in the next 2 years, 3 years, this could pay back. It could help Nigerian economy to grow well. I think, to me, that is what I feel.
Okay.
I don't know how others may react to it, but then, to me, this is what I feel with the Bank of Industry, Bank of Agriculture, CBN, working hand in hand together to support businesses, to give out a loan for people to start up good businesses. I mean,
to go a long way, right?
A very long way.
So finally, okay, what's the alternative way out?
Alternative way out. Let me face people, please. Men and brethren in the house. Sorry to use that language because I understand. Too much of English to some people doesn't work out, right? Saying, I have no business, I have no job, you have a lot of businesses to do and getting money. I could give you lots of examples if you want. You could do fishery. Fishery would take you up to 20,000 to start.
Oh, okay.
You could do poultry. It won't take you up to 20,000 to start. Some of us will say, I don't have that kind of amount in my account. With your 5,000 naira, you could start up something that will grow tomorrow to become billions of naira to you. Start up something with your 1,000 naira. Another thing is determination and consistency. It pays a lot. Without you determining what you want to do and being serious with it, you just do it today and say, I beg, they grow. What? But because you look at it like it's a small business, I don't really need to put a lot of efforts. Anything you don't put effort in wouldn't work out well. You won't be successful in it. So please, viewers at home, stop sitting at home waiting for government to come and give you money. Sorry, the government too are working to get the money, to pay salaries and to do other things. So please, viewers at home, get up, wake up from